Well, I'm speaking to my friend Yousiv here, who's from Sudan, and he's got a story to tell about how Australians have connected to his country. So, Yousiv, welcome to Dubbo, and
Thank you.
maybe tell me a little bit about how the gospel came to Sudan.
Oh, around 1920, the Australian and New Zealand brought the gospel to my hometown, call it Heban, and the tribe around that region of southern Kordofan in western of Sudan. So through the one of the living missionary, his name is Kiss Black, in Queensland, with his wife, with the other missioners that's from Australia and New Zealand.
So, there's a strong link between your people and Australia.
Yeah, I think there's a connection between those missionaries that brought the gospel to my hometown, and I read it about them, and now I'm in Australia, serving within this beautiful community of Australian.
Okay. Now, you personally, you're a high school student, and that was where you met people that sort of influenced you about, yeah, I think I want to follow Jesus.
Yes, that's 1985. I was in high school, and then I attracted to the OM missionaries. Some of them are foreigners and the local. So their lifestyle that attracted me to be their friends and to go out with them, outreach, and to do things together. So at one of the refugees came in eastern of Sudan, that in Port Sudan, among the Eritrean and among the Ethiopian, that were I came to know the Lord personally, and from that time, yeah, I pursue his passion. Yeah.
Now, yes, if your country, Sudan, is divided, there's a lot of conflict and a lot of suffering in your country too, um, between warring factions. And right now you're in Australia, you're recording for trauma counselling. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, our country was one, but 2011 it had been divided to south and north. So the southern have their own country. The capital is Juba, and we remain in north. The capital is Khartoum. So the people have been going through a lot of the trauma, especially the civil war and other historical trauma. So we got a chance when we been in Kenya for 2 years and Uganda and working with refugees. So we went to South Africa, the place called George. Then we had the training of the trauma healing in partnership with the trauma healing network in Namibia, with with the GRN, Global Recording Network of Australia. So we identified the need of the people. That where we just became the trauma healing facilitator, and we thank God that we are in Dobo. We with Nathaniel we recorded a series of the program of the trauma healing in Sudanese Arabic that will help the people to get to know, to get the awareness about the trauma and how to deal with their trauma, especially their mental and emotional in health way.
They must be very big. I mean, there's lots of, what sort of numbers are we talking?
Yeah, we're talking the Sudanese that have been displaced and they have been migrated, and those they are refugees all over the world. And I'm a part of that. I came to Australia as refugees 2006 with my family.
So the interesting thing is you're now working with GRN and you've been working with the Aboriginal people in Elcho Island and Alice Springs, and you've been doing, translation kind of work for them with the Aranda people in particular.
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. It's a privilege to connect with the first people of Australia, the original, 2014, I got a chance to go to Alice Spring, and I have been involved of recording the gospel, most of the New Testament books in Eastern Aranda, and I recorded at that time around 20 or 21, and then a couple of years we came and completed with the GRN team in Sydney. We completed all the New Testament in Eastern Aranda, so they launched the book of the New Testament in Alice Spring. We got a chance also during the COVID or after the COVID 2021. We went to Alice, Northern Territory, Elko Island, and we stay at the Galwinko Island with my wife Vivian. So at that time we learned the language and we have been adopted, and I got the name and my wife got the name, and then we recorded Gospel of Mark in Jambarponyo and also a couple of songs in Jambarponyo and other language as well.
So it's almost like you've come full circle. The gospel came to Sudan through Australian missionaries, and now here you are almost 100 years later working in Australia, bringing the gospel in some form to the Aranda people who live around Alice Springs in the Northern Territory. That's quite a journey.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's kind of circle because I just been watching the history as it falls, that we welcome the missionaries, but we didn't take our role to play our role as missionary also to pray that God can raise the local missionary and we can just pray for them and support them to continue the work. And it's amazing to be in Australia as refugees and to get a chance to serve the first people of Australia, whether in Alice Spring or in Elko Island.
Do you tell them the stories of your people?
Yes, because even we have been connected with those in Elko Island that we have been adopted, and I've been given the name Gunda, that means the rock, and my family name is Gandango, so Ngara Gunda Gandango.
So you're a native now.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. Well, finally, Yousiv, from your whole experience of seeing the suffering and the difficulties and the challenges of your people, and then coming to Australia with all its wealth and material success, what's the message you would most like to give to Australians from your experience?
The message is that everyone got the story to tell, and we need to play our role that God gave us, and to partner together and to take the gospel further and to tell the story of Jesus in every language for every people group.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Paul. Pleasure.